He had to have some kind of semblance. Of course, when he got home, he retired from the Marine Corps and went to law school. And then he practiced law down in San Diego for, goodness, maybe 20 years after that. He was happy. He'd wanted to go to law school, but he didn't have money when he was a boy. And the only way he could really get an education was to go to the Naval Academy. But he'd been on the war crimes trials, and he really liked law. He liked it. He had a good life. He was happy.
Why did they pick him to be on the war crimes trial?
Why? I guess somebody said once that he was a beautiful writer. And one of the jobs that he had during the war was to write the commendations for the Medal of Honor. And the one for O'Hare in Chicago, that he wrote his. I mean, he was a good man. He was a bright man. And I don't know. Probably, I mean, they wouldn't be arbitrary about that. They would probably try somebody. But he was on Guam for a while, and I don't know the positions on Guam.
Could you talk more about what your dad's personality was like, and also about your mother's?
Oh, my dad. Oh, my dad really he actually told me he was really very happy. He'd had a good life. He got to be a Marine, and he got to go to law school, and he was happy. He was a very good man. He didn't have any sons, of course, so we don't know, but he was a very good man. And very bright, and he wrote wonderful letters. We do have his letters. I wanted to write another book. I was going to call it In My Father's Words, and then I was going to write some of the letters, like the one, I thought that letter from Nagasaki, I thought that was a letter that people would enjoy knowing more about that, and the different things. But my mother was, she was a good match for my dad. There's a picture in there. It shows it. I call it The Last Waltz with the picture. It's in the book.
The book's on top of the picture.
I hope I find these things. There. I call it a picture of The Last Dance because, of course, it was after the last.
Or she can show it to us,
Oh,
please.
you can hold it up, yeah.
And,
Oh yeah, yeah. She. So.
And here you can see yourself here, and
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. Thank
Oh,
you.
I see. So she'd been somebody's private sec. My mother. I think my mother was very brave. Okay. I think that my mother's story is different. Okay, because we really didn't know too much about my mother, and right after she didn't tell us too much. She told us bits and pieces, and how she was a secretary for this person, Mother Strong. She had a foundation. She'd, I guess, hiked through. She's one of those people that was like a pioneer woman that hiked up in Alaska and wrote a book about it and all this stuff. And so she told us all about that, and we knew that we had an Aunt Peggy. But we didn't know anything more, really. She told us little stories. And then after I got ill, this aneurysm, whatever, this surgery, and I was getting better, I got a phone call from this lady who's an attorney here in Oakland. And she was researching her family tree. And her father was my mother's brother. And I mean, it opened up this whole thing, and she, why did mother, I mean, it's a mystery story. There's a mystery story there. And I when she called, I really wasn't getting up and getting around very much, so that I wasn't getting around at all. And I finally got up, and I am going to call her, and we're going to get together. But so my mother had, so she wrote short stories and encouraged us to write, encouraged us to go away to school, encouraged us to get a good education, encouraged us to do all this stuff. She really did. But as I say, I don't know. Part of there's a mystery there. And it's my mother's mystery. Okay, I'm going to leave that with my mother. Peggy was angry that she didn't know her mother's mother, that she would have liked to have had a second grandmother that we don't know anything about. I don't mind about that. I think that my mother was what she wanted to be, And it's just interesting because it's interesting. It's a mystery. I don't know anything really about it. More than that. More than she was incredibly brave, and she was, I think Pearl Harbor was really very hard for her. She couldn't take it. So I don't know. I don't know what else I have to say.
If you'd like to show us the picture.
Yeah, I have pictures of I have the pieces. Okay, when we came back from the attack, we picked up the pieces of the Arizona and the West Virginia that were in the front yard. And this is a picture taken from inside the memorial. And here, right here, framed in this part of the memorial, is our house. So this picture has a lot of meaning for me. And also the pieces of the Arizona. I don't know what they'd want to do with them. I mean, they'd like to have them out there at the memorial, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. But
You mean you have pieces of it yourself?
uh-huh. And you want to? Yeah.
Well, we would like to see that.
Can you stop for just a second? I can go get
Oh, no, just, we'll look at those in a second, but,
Oh.
yeah, if you want to sort of talk about the rest of your life now, about
Oh.
about 2 minutes here, we could change tapes then, or.
Oh. Well. Came back, went to high school. Then I went to Cal. I loved Cal. Did you go to Cal?
A few classes in geology and did like it, yes.
I loved it. And first I went into, I was on the AHC board. I got on that. Went to their meetings. It was fun. It was really fun to get a little bit into the politic of it and into what I was supposed to be activities chairman. Okay, plan. I don't know. I was supposed to be activities chairman, and I was supposed to keep track of what different clubs and everything were going to have their meetings. And I know at one board meeting, I made the comment that I would like to take care of some of the activities. They broke out laughing, and that ended up in the Daily Cal. But anyway, and then I got a teaching credential. But I decided I wanted to go back. I went to find out. I went to the counseling place there to find out what I should do, and I didn't think I really wanted to be a teacher. And they told me that I should either go to law school or go back to grad school, but not to stop. So I went back to grad school and got a master's in history from there. Then I got married and moved here to Piedmont.
Now, who did you get married to, and how did you meet him?
Oh, well, I'd just rather not talk about that.
Okay.
Okay. I should, but I don't know. We moved here to Piedmont, and
Oh, we have like 1 minute left on the tape. If you want to talk about your wisdom of life.
I think I'd have to say I'm just about like my dad, you know. I got to do the things. I have 6 children. I really love them. I taught all kinds of different things, from regular school to special ed to tutoring to I feel happy. You know, I really I feel happy, and right now I'm in the process of having to go through things and put things away and stuff like that, and that don't feel very happy about, because that means that I have to go back through everything.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We're about to run out of tape, so thank you so much, and
Okay, thank you.
we'll give you a break. That was it.
Okay.